In this video, I'll cover the Fieldwork Android mobile app, calendar, and completing a work order. So from the menu, select calendar, and a few things for the calendar use. When you tap on the red arrow, it expands the calendar. When you tap on an exact date, it will change the word calendar to the current month. If I want to scroll over, I swipe from right to left. When I pick on, let's say, the 27th here of May, it will also show me the services for that day if I had any. So you can see on the 27th of May, if I hide the rest of the calendar, I have 2 jobs. So again, I'm going to return back to the current date, which is April 29th, which is indicated in a light gray circle. And then I'll go ahead and hide that large calendar view by tapping on the red arrow. To add a new job, it's the same as it was in the original app. It's this plus sign here. Fill out the form, and once you've added line items, service instructions, picked your dates and times, picked your customer and the service location for that customer, hit the red Save Disk icon to save that job. So it's very straightforward, and I can cover that in more detail in another video. For this video, I would like to review completing a job. First, to see if you have new jobs, always use the pull to refresh. You can see when it's refreshing with that circle, rainbow, refreshing circle thing, and very technical wording there. Once it's done, scroll down to the next service that you need to complete. So I haven't refreshed this in a minute. There we go. So now this is displaying everything that I have on my calendar for today. When I tap on the service, it will present the work order number, the service instructions, and any service location notes. Tap OK to move on. To begin the job, I tap the Start. And if I need information like work history or contact information, I can tap the More button. When I tap the More button, all notes, work history, and contacts are in this service location details screen. Tap the back arrow to return, and I have in-app driving directions. And then to begin my service, I can review everything in each of these sections by tapping on the name. So to review the invoice line items, tap the word invoice. The Add button will allow me to add another line item, so I'll display that feature now. The service is the line item type. By tapping the drop-down arrow, I can pick a material or other. Material is often used when you're selling an aftermarket item like a bed bug mattress encasement, or maybe you're selling natural catch fruit fly traps. So these are materials you would then leave after the service, not necessarily for use during your service. The material use section is for that. The other is used often for warranty information or random information that you just need to record on the line items to inform customers of specific things. So for this, I'll pick the service and the, let's try the bee and wasp nest removal, and we'll say 1, and I'll also mark that it's taxable and save. So now I have a general inspection plus a bee or wasp nest removal. Tax is there, or if I had a discount, it would show there as well. And I can pay this invoice now by hitting Pay Now. When you're collecting payment from the customer and they have a credit card on file, when you tap Select Method, it will tell you what customer or what credit card is on file. Review that with your customer at that time. You can let them know we have a Visa ending in 0475. Would you like me to charge that card on file? Select it. It will show there. And save using the disk. If you needed to scan a new card, you can do so by tapping the red Scan New Card. So for this job, I'm going to save and charge the card on file. It will show you a red paid stamp. Now when I'm moving on, I can tap Service Instructions. This is our weekly service. Oops, sorry, I'm talking with my hands. So Service Instructions again, show there. PDF forms, I have a location observation report. I'm going to do a second video explaining PDF forms in greater detail. So I'm going to move on and tap on Notes. So in Report Findings, these notes are displayed on the work order or on the final report. So displayed to your customer. And once you've entered everything in, hit Save. The private notes are communicated back to your office and they do not show on your report. So these are not printed. And you can then save any information that needs to be recorded but not communicated on the report. The recommendations list and conditions list pull from the tables you've created in your settings. When I want to add in a recommendation, we'll say remove trash daily. I tap it and repair damaged window screens and save. Now those appear. If you want to add in appointment conditions, let's see, we'll say that it is a little windy today and save. So now your recommendations and conditions are there, and I'm moving on to material use. I created this with a template, so it told me that for this service I most often use these two chemicals. To finish off the report, I need to give the information that would then produce the material use report. So this is a ready-to-use bait item. I'll say I added 4 units. And my device would have been a bait station and my method would have been bait. So I'm adding in all of this information by tapping the lines here. My target pest for this is going to be a rat, and I'm going to save. The save is that gray paper airplane. And then adding the target area would be, let's see, exterior, and save again. Now that's complete and I'm hitting the red disk. If I didn't use Termidor at this particular service, I tap and hold. It will ask if I would like to delete. I say yes, and now I can move on to the next section, which is photos. Tapping on the name photos, it shows what photos have been added. I'm going to add a new photo, so I'm going to take a new photo. And hit OK. So this was just a picture of my computer screen, and any notes that I need for the photos, up to 300 characters, are entered in there, and save. So now those photos will be saved and printed on the report, and devices are your barcoded monitors, bait stations, insect light traps, snap traps, anything that you need to collect pest trend data on. And right now on site I don't have any barcoded devices. Oops, sorry, again I'm talking with my hands. But if I needed to scan new devices, I hit the scan button here and it will allow me to scan new barcodes to add in devices. I will review that in a more detailed video. Last but not least is your signature. So the customer signature is first, technician signature is second. I tap to add and go ahead and save. Again, the customer signature, we'll add that in. And now this job is complete. So the end time will auto-populate, or I can tap the red line and it will populate the current time. To save, I hit the three dots in the upper right corner, and I can review the save and exit, complete print, complete an email, and preview. So the different options are save and exit will save all of the data but not change the appointment status. Complete and exit will change the appointment status to complete, auto email all appropriate people if that is turned on, and communicate to the office that the job is done. Complete and print will also auto email anyone, but also turn on printing, mobile printing. Complete an email will complete email, auto email, plus allow you to email someone outside of the customer's account, possibly an attorney, a realtor, a loan officer, or someone that needs the report for a formal reason. Usually it's for a real estate transaction or similar. And the preview will allow you to preview the completed report in a PDF version. So right now I will complete an exit, and the job then appears in green and then syncs with the online system.